How many times do you have to fold a piece of paper 0.1 millimeter thick to reach the moon? What would you say? 10? 100? 1,000? 10,000? And how come this answer have a strong relationship to your ability to learn, grow, and be successful? So you have two options here. You can either take the calculator out and do the math, or you can watch the rest of the video to find out. The answer might surprise you. There's a very famous legend about the origin of chess my father used to tell me, which might give you a hint. When the inventor of the game showed it to the Emperor of India, the Emperor was so impressed by the new game that he said to the man, "Name your reward." The man responded, "Oh Emperor, my wishes are simple. I only wish for this. Give me 1 grain of rice for the first square of the chessboard, 2 grains for the next square, 4 for the next, 8 for the next one, and so on for the all 64 squares, with each square having double the number of grains as the square before." The emperor agreed, amazed that the man had asked for such a small reward, or so he thought. After a week, his treasurer came back and informed him that the reward would add up to an astronomical sum, far greater than all the rice that could conceivably be produced in many centuries. Namely, 18 quintillion, 446 quadrillion, 744 trillion, 73 billion, 709 million, 551,615 grains of rice. And in that moment, the king decided to kill the inventor. Okay, maybe I added the killing part, just to add a little bit of flavor to the story. If the end didn't catch you off guard, I can guess you probably knew it beforehand. But for the ones like me that didn't, the story is outstanding, almost illogical. And the reason is that as humans, we are not able to think exponentially. If you were to take 30 linear steps, you would end up approximately 30 meters away from where you started. But if I said to you, take 30 exponential steps, imagining that's possible, where would you end up? Very few people would say 1 billion meters away, which is 26 times around the planet. That's the difference between linear and exponential growth. Peter Diamandis likes to say that we are not used to thinking exponential terms because of hundreds of thousands of years of living in local and linear environments. I walk 1 step, I move 1 meter. I walk 2 steps, I walk 2 meters. I work for an hour, I earn 20 bucks. I work for 2, I earn 40, and so on. Everything seems to be linear, but in my opinion, that's only half of the story. It is not that exponential growth doesn't exist in our world or personal lives. There are plenty of examples around us. Population, companies, GDP, the cells in our body, innovation, complexity, epidemics, users on an app, skill, all grow exponentially. The true reason why we are not aware of it is that it takes time to build momentum and see actual results. Or, in terms of our personal lives, it takes patience. Let's get back to our question about the folding paper and the moon. If we manage to fold the paper 10 times, its length would be 10 centimeters. But what if we could do it 10 more times? It would be 100 meters. And to reach the moon, which is 440,000 kilometers away, we will need only to fold the paper 42 times. Now, if the paper was sentient, after the 10th fold he would have said that he's tired and there's no way he will make it to the moon, thus quitting. Which is what most of us do. But if the paper or the person folding it understood exponential growth, he would have realized that he was 1/4 of the road instead of thousands of kilometers away. This natural inability to grasp exponential growth in the world and our lives become even more dangerous when it's mixed with our inability to see far into the future. We're raised to believe that something that we are doing doesn't produce the results in a few weeks or months, it doesn't work, and we just move to the next best thing. But since long-lasting and meaningful results takes time, we end up quitting before true results happen and true growth and transformation is never accomplished. Just as we underestimate how quickly a folding paper can expand, we underestimate how much we can grow, transform and accomplish in 5, 10 or 20 years. And how could we not? Our blindness around exponential growth is mixed with our ever-increasing short-termism and inability to project far into the future. We start training and quit going to the gym after 1 year because we don't see the results or the six-pack we were expecting. We start our own company with our grand vision of changing the world, but we abandon it 2 years later because we are not making enough money to pay rent. We start meditating, for example, but stop doing it after some months since we're not feeling happier or calmer. We practice an instrument for 6 months but quit entirely because we don't see the progress we're expecting. Imagine Buddha standing up after a couple of hours of meditating because his ass hurt, therefore giving up before attaining enlightenment, or Bill Gates before making Microsoft successful. The majority of people would have quit and move on. But you know what? They didn't. They kept pushing, training, studying, experimenting, failing, growing and changing, little by little. Until one day, after 1,000 missed attempts and meaningless victories, countless strives and hundreds of misfortunes, they made it. And you know why? Because they stuck with it. Even times were bad, asses hurt, and minds were numbed. Each and every successful person was aware of how exponential growth works. And just how folding a paper seems like it will never reach the moon, the work you are doing today might not look like the success you imagine, not even close. But you must keep pushing, because math is playing on your side. So, think twice when you're about to quit the gym, or give up on your dream business, or stop meditating, because you never know how much you can accomplish until you do, or how close you are to make it until you make it. And as Francis of Assisi said, start doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Juan Cruz from Inerize. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I recommend doing it. Also, you can go to inerize.com. There you will find more content and resources. Also, you can share this video with a friend and give it a thumbs up. The whole purpose of this channel is to help people change their paradigms. We need people that think differently, that have the balls to change the world and change themselves. We need people that are willing to go against the grain and defy what it means to be human. It would be amazing to share this journey with you all. Hope you see you again soon, and thanks for watching.